Do you want more weapons to play with in Space Engineers, bigger railgun turrets, ones that pack a punch and explode ships from miles away? Let's be honest, of course you do. Well, today I'm going to be telling you about the Warfare 2 DLC Additions Pack. Now, to be clear, this is a mod, so you have to have the Warfare 2 DLC. Well, I think you do. But also this introduces more weapons to the actual game. And it's both a vanilla version and a WeaponCore version. We're checking out the WeaponCore version today, seeing what new weapons are introduced and how well they actually do in combat. So let's jump into the game and take a look. So this lovely mod is made by the community modder Substitious, and also the WeaponCore version has helped with development from my lovely community admin Owen, or OB as some of you may know him. And basically Substitious wrote, following the Broadside update, which we know gave us railguns and a bunch of new cool stuff for Space Engineers in vanilla and also some DLC options. He was unhappy that there was just reskinned Gatling guns but no actual turret. He took it upon himself to create new Warfare style additions to the update, and thus we have this new mod called Warfare 2 DLC Additions. Now we've got a couple of turrets which we'll walk through right now, so let's go take a look. So yes, we also have some small grid turrets as well, but I'll let you download the pack and explore them for yourselves. I'm just going to focus on the large grid ones here. So for starters, we do have the reskinned Gatling turrets. I think this is just the normal one. Let me just double check. This is the Tower Gatling. This is just a reskin of the Gatling turret. And the turret, if we actually spawn in the vanilla Gatling turret, you can see what it looks like. So this here is the Space Engineers or Keen Software House Gatling gun turret, and this one here is the Warfare 2 one, which is reskinned using the DLC pack. I like this one. It looks a bit more modern compared to this turret, which is definitely aged a bit now. And also these have build states as well. Now this one here is the Tower one. If I can say it's the Ducon autocannon tower turret, which looks rather cool. I believe this is a 30mm one. I'm not sure. Yeah, so it's got a different name here. So basically, this is the 30mm one. It's got 2,000 meters fire radius on it. We'll show you that in a second. Here we also have the autocannon turret as well, which is looking very cool. This is another Gatling turret. And so this is a Gatling turret, not autocannon, and this was looking rather nice. I particularly like the skin on this version. I think these look a lot more modern and a lot better personally. I mean, you can tell me what you think in the comment section below. I personally like this one. Now, we do have a railgun turret. This is something I personally wanted in the Warfare 2 DLC pack and, the actual update for Broadside. Now, yes, you can use custom turret controllers and make your own custom turret in Space Engineers, and that's fantastic. But some people just like to slap a turret down and go haywire and have fun with that. And that's basically what this one actually does. And it looks kind of cool, doesn't it? It's basically a railgun cannon. The range is 6,000 meters as well. And yes, we are going to test it on that ship over there in a second. So we'll see how it fires. Now this one here, this is the autocannon turret. I particularly like this one as it looks really cool. Again, I think the range on this one is around about 1,000... No, it'd be 2,000 meters off the top of my head. But we'll test it in a minute. Now, this one here, this is a new missile turret. I particularly like this one as I'm always keen on missiles and things like that. And I've been wanting something like this for quite a while now. So you might be wondering, what does this actually do? Well, it's called the Starstreak missile turret. It's got a range of 1,800 and will take normal 200mm missiles. So normal ammo type, nothing changed on that. It is slow shooting, but does contain explosive damage. It's a missile launcher, obviously, and it fires a cell of 8 missiles as well. As you can convert it up, and it works perfectly fine. Now, you're probably thinking, Jack, what is this big boy turret over here? Why do you have this? It looks mental. Well, not only is it branded with the mod developer's name down there, and it's got the name of the actual grid on it, which is a TGGR59. This is a dual or twin railgun cannon, and it looks pretty impressive. Now, personally, I'm not too keen on the model myself, as just using blocks like this, but it does work to keep it in line with just using vanilla Space Engineers blocks, and doesn't detract too much from the vanilla game experience. Because this is just meant to be like, oh, I'm floating away. This is meant to be an additions pack. It's not meant to be like a complete weapon overhaul, like we have the likes of Arak's mod house and battle cannons and turrets and stuff like that. So if you're wondering, what does this actually do? Well, the range is 6,000, much like the main railgun turret over there. Now, this is basically slow shooting, high penetrative power railgun cannon. The giant weapon was developed by the Garage Gamer in his Pro Time Survival Series episode 59. Go check out that YouTube channel if you haven't already. I've watched the Garage Gamer's content before. They're very cool. But I know you're wanting to see, Jack, you want to see a weapons test? Let's jump in and test these weapons. There's no gravity here. If we jump into our control seat, we're going to test the Gatling ones first because those are default ones. So this is a reskin Gatling turret. It sounds and works like that. I've not turned damage on just yet. Let me quickly do that. There we go. You see, it's on a Gatling turret. It just does light damage, nothing special. This is the tower turret.
This one works a lot better. I like the sound of this one personally. It reminds me of the Vulcan turrets we get out of battle cannons and stuff like that. So it's just burst shooting. There's a bit more damage to armor sections there, as we can see. Again, sort of fun. Now here's the other Gatling turret. You know you want to hear from this one. Ready? I'd say a little bit higher power on this one. Obviously the muzzle flashes quite a lot. Again, it's been more for like point defense and things like that. You wouldn't really want to shoot or take on enemy ships with it. Right, let's test a railgun. Now we are going to target the airlock there, right? Okay, so 3, 2, 1. Oh, and we've blasted the ship away. And I believe we will rip straight through there. So that operates just like a normal railgun would do if you mount it to a custom turret controller or mount it to the start of the ship. It's pretty self-explanatory. Right, let's test the autocannon now. I want to take out those engines. Autocannon just works like it normally does. I'd say the actual projectile shot does appear like a bit small personally, but that's just me being pedantic about things. Fire again. I think we're just clipping the armor paneling of it, not actually damaging the thrusters. Fire. You take one out? No, we're getting close. Come up. We'll get them eventually. We're using X turret. Now let's test the missile one. So this is a Starstreak missile turret. Let's fire these thrusters here, and then this can fire a salvo of 8. That dealt some damage. We still haven't taken out any of those engines yet. It is using shielding in front of this. It's a pretty high grid, so... Oh, the game did not like those frames, did it? Wait, we got one thruster. Okay, pretty cool. But you can see you just launch a salvo of missiles against the ship there. And if this is in multiplayer and you're taking these into fights, you are going to probably want a couple of these on your grid, as they can be rather helpful. I mean, look at this. It deals a lot of damage there. I particularly like this one rather well, as having more missile turrets is rather fun. Right, I know what you want to see. Let's test out the good old twin railgun turret. And you know this is going to cause a lot of damage. Just arm up and fire. Oh, that caused an explosion. I think... Did we rip through something there? We definitely caused a lot of damage to the ship. It's still flying away. Did we punch straight through it? We did, look. This twin turret punched straight through the ship. And it looks like we may have taken out a lot of the interior. Yeah, that was a lot of penetrative damage. Okay, let's test it again. So should have recharged now. Let's aim for these front thrusters. Oh, that was good. Did we punch through it again? We might have done. There's a hole here. Yes, we punched through it again. Look at the explosive damage it was caused inside as well. We've definitely ripped through the ship and done a number to it. So these weapons are going to be really well used in like combat environments and Space Engineers servers. Speaking of Space Engineers servers, I'm currently running my Warzone Survival series and Survival server via my Discord community. So come join that if you're interested in joining. We are currently running this weapon pack on the server as well. So you could potentially build things like this or have missile turrets like this. It works really well. Now, for example, if you want to see how these weapons look on ships, I'm currently in the middle of rebuilding my sort of atmospheric destroyer over here, the Dawnbreaker, which some of you may remember, and I've currently been mounting some of these custom turrets to it as well. So, for example, I've been mounting the missile launchers here. I've put these the wrong way around, bear in mind. I need to fix that later, else we're going to shoot into the hull. But I'm also using the railgun turrets down below to mount here, and they look really cool. Additionally, you can also see how well these turrets fit in with the actual other Warfare 2 things. So here we've got the standard artillery cannon, assault cannon, all that. These turrets look exactly like we've just walked out of the DLC, and they fit in perfectly fine. So this makes a fantastic additions pack because it just fits into the already designed aesthetic of the actual Keen update and works really well. So if you want to get your hands on this mod pack, the link is down below in the video description. Don't forget there's 2 versions. You've got the vanilla version and also the Warfare WeaponCore version as well. So if you're using WeaponCore, then you can obviously download that. If you guys would like a guide on WeaponCore and how it works and what it does, do let me know down below in the comment section. Okay everyone, that's it for myself, Captain Jack, today on my channel. If you would like more Space Engineers videos, then please do feel free to tune in the future. And on that note, I'll see you very soon. Goodbye.